So I would like us today to talk about the different blocks, components of a robot. Okay, what do they mean and how can you set that robot? So let me talk to a person who is very new in trading and they do not understand the word bot. They just hear the name but they don't know how it looks. So on the different traders site, you click on the free bots. You can see I have just placed them here for you for free. Okay, no selling, it's free of charge. So let's pick one and use it as our example. Okay, let's use it as our example today. So let's pick the Terminator Speed Robot. It looks this way. One disclaimer that I'll give is that don't put your cursor or don't place your finger for those who using the touch either on phone or on the laptops. Okay, don't place your finger on the blocks, and these are what we call the blocks, these ones, because once you interfere with the block, just see, once you interfere with the block, the robot becomes void. Okay, it will not work accordingly. So the best thing is hold on this free space if you want to move the robot sideways upwards, or you can hold on this part if you want to move the robot as a whole thing. Okay, maybe you want to move this part, you can always hold on this part. Thank you. So now the first part is what we call the market. You can see the different volatilities that you've analyzed. Another disclaimer or NB is that make sure that they concur. Whatever you've analyzed is what will transfer to your robot. So volatility, you click on this arrow facing downwards, they are here. If you analyzed 51S, pick 51S. Make sure that the robot and the analysis concur. So the second part is what we call the trade type. You can see on this trade type part you see digits. Once you click on this arrow facing downwards, you have these options: up, touch, no touch, in, out, Asians. Okay, we have specialized on specific parts that we work with, and that is up, down, and the digits. Okay, some will work with accumulators, multipliers. If you know how to trade on the accumulators, this is where you do your setup from. So when you click on the up and down, you can see the market type that pops up. It's a rise and fall. Okay, on this arrow facing downwards, once you click on it, you can see different options on up and down. We have rise equals, we have fall equals, we have higher, lower. Okay, so pick, let's say, the rise and fall. Contract type is where now you need to make a decision. I have made the choice to trade the rise and fall. What is the contract that I see is doing well, okay, between rise and fall? So I'll pick, let's say, rise. That's a market that I would like to analyze. Now once you go back to trade type here, you can see we have also digits. We have also specialized on digits. So on digits, you specialize on the three contracts. They're here: matches, differs, even, odd, over, under. So it's you to make that decision, that you want to make a decision to trade the matches, differs. So you click there and say it's matches, differs. So contract type is now based on, is it differs or is it matches? So you make that decision and you click there. Let's say you analyze matches. Good. So if it is matches, there is the other part that you must always be careful with. Which digit do you predict for that matches? So you bring your eyes downwards here, you can see prediction. So you make a decision. I want to trade matches 5. So you need the exit digit to be the same as 5 for you to say you have made a profit. So you always make sure that whatever you have analyzed there on the analysis part here, it is what you transfer here. Be careful with that. So if you decide it differs also, you make a decision that you want to differ digit 7. So any other digit, it's a win, but 7 is a loss. So that's where you choose or you make the decision on the contract type. So maybe you say matches. So matches what? Matches prediction 7. Okay. The default control interval mean this is a time frame. Okay, you've made your analysis based on a specific time frame. Pale kwa the Deriv charts. Okay, let's say 5 minutes time frame. That's the time frame you want to trade on. Okay, so make sure that you also input that time frame there. Okay. Now, for those who will be trading on the candles, you remember that time frame means what? The amount of time the candle is taking to open and close. That's the time frame. Okay. So if it's 5 minutes, that candle will close in 5 minutes. If it's 10 minutes, it will close in 10 minutes. Good. Then we have the initial stake. Initial stake means what? In a layman's language, it means that how much do you need to be deducted from your capital per run, okay, by that robot or that manual trading that you're making. Remember that it needs to run on some money. Okay, this money is what you call the stake. So initial stake may be the same as stake 2 or the second stake. So it's 50, maybe you'd say 50 again, and 50 down here. Then we have the target profit. How much do you need as your profit? From the different traders site, I have recommended 25% of your capital. Always multiply your capital by 25% for you to determine, okay, for you to get the amount of profit that you want. Now, on the initial stake here, I have always recommended work with 5% of your capital. Okay, so take capital times 5%, you'll get how much you can always use as your stake. Then we have the ticks. The ticks mean, in a layman's explanation, okay, this robot runs from left to right. Okay, if you say it's one tick from left to right, once it gets back to left again, you'll either have your profit or your loss. So if you say 2 ticks, the winning time is on the second tick, from left to right, right to left, then left again to right. Then it will fetch a profit or a loss. For more, make sure that you subscribe to this amazing channel. The only place that you can always get these free robots, your analysis, your good risk management, is on the differenttraders.site. Stay tuned for more.